because you're going to need a charger. Here, that's you on. You're live. Coughing.
What?
You're live.
I'm live?
Well, for the moment. No, this one's not working either.
That's not working either?
No. You've broken your phone.
I dropped it in the water dish. Does that count?
Yes! Did it go in the water dish?
Yeah.
You've killed it. Oh no.
Why would that bother the electrical?
Because they're the most... Was it the end that went in the water dish?
The whole thing.
The whole thing? Oh, yeah. They're the most flaming sensitive things ever. And as soon as you get anything, and I know from experience...
Okay.
As soon as you get any water in the charging port, it decides to stop charging. I don't know why. Well,
So it's totally dead?
no, it just can't be charged. It's nearly dead.
Well, how do you get it charged?
I don't know. I think we maybe have to get it dried out somehow.
Well, I did. I mean, we had it in a bag of rice or whatever you're supposed to do.
Not for long enough, obviously.
No.
Right. This is going to be super fun.
We took it apart.
Oh, did you?
Well, you know,
You
take the
took it
cover
out of its
off.
wee case. Yes, well, that's interesting. I put a Q-tip up mine.
Okay, so now what happened?
So,
So we may have trouble with the words?
yeah, but we'll get there. You've got 16% left, I think.
Oh.
Yes, we're in the critical red zone. Right. We'll get that in a minute.
Okay.
We'll have to think about that.
Okay, so we better get this
Yeah.
organized here.
That's just a, excuse me a second, I've got to go over this way. That's just a touch problematic. Just
Okay,
a
well,
touch.
wait a minute. We're going to lose the dog out. But
Oh, right,
come
that's
on.
right.
You get your fanny around.
Come on,
Come on. Wait, where are you going? She's going to get down.
she's like, she's renegotiating her space.
Right.
Right, here we go.
Then you want to go behind me. Come. All right, get behind. There you go. Back
She's
in there.
She's like, I've done it.
That's when she gets nervous, remember?
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Stabby. Da, 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 da.
Stabby. I've seen that before. That's Janine, Mapfire.
Yes.
That's
Thank
her.
you.
Well, it looks hopeful. You got two in long envelopes.
I know.
That would be good. See, look, she's shaky.
I know, it's really weird. I don't know why. Because
I
she
don't
was sitting
either.
there quite happily.
License to transport animals.
Oh, that's our sticker for our trailers.
Well, isn't that fun?
All the trailers. We don't have all the trailers though. That's wonderful. Do you know, I got this in last year when
Okay,
Janine
so what am I
wasn't
supposed
here.
to do with that?
I take that.
You better put it in the envelope so you don't lose the little
because
thing.
I need the stickers. Yay! That means we can legally transport animals all over the place.
You have to have one per trailer?
No, one per organisation that we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to transfer it all over the place.
Oh, okay. Okay, from Deborah Thompson. Thanking you very much. $500.
Thank you, Deirdre. Deborah.
Deborah,
Thank you very much.
did you want her address? Dave?
Yes, I do, please. In fact, I'll keep it in the envelope.
When are you going to do that?
That's a Janine job. Janine's doing that map thing on the interactive page. Don't want to let
We
you
got
do
a problem with that project.
that. Well, I think the
Real
problem.
yellow pages.
Ooh.
Ooh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Wonder how much they charged you to do this.
Oh, I don't know. I'd
Huh.
put that there as well.
She is shaking.
I know, and it's bizarre because she wasn't shaking earlier on. Wanda,
Right.
what is it? See, the problem with these is I can't read them. I need a magnifying glass.
Huh, okay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
as we were.
You're on your own.
You can have this here. Right.
Thank you very much.
Stabby.
Stabby, you got the stabby.
Right, Stabby, you can have the cutty. So this is Goldy's farm, Carlene White.
Me?
Yes.
I got one on my very own.
Well,
With
maybe.
With the smile up.
I smile is up. I tell you, it didn't feel like Friday today, did it?
Well, you know, I did order a couple things. I wonder what I ordered.
Oh.
I didn't order those. Somebody sent those to me.
Oh, this looks like a Michelle.
Is this a Michelle thing?
Yes, Michelle sends you pistachios.
Oh, goody. Oh, nice. Okay.
Now, let me see. You must have your label in there. Ah, there you
That's
go.
true. Where do we get that out of there? Michelle Singleton, thank you very much. Wow.
Oh my golly, look.
Look at that.
There's chocolate and vanilla wafers.
Wow.
But look, they've put them in small packs so you can't eat the whole packet.
I could eat a packet at a time, though.
Thank you very much.
That's good. Okay, why don't we make it scrappy?
Thank you.
This
Yes.
is a very nice box.
Yeah, that's a nice size, that one, isn't it?
It is.
Thank
See?
you, Michelle.
See, a nice scrap
Yes. There's another one. Like that.
basket. Da, 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 da.
I'm not sure what
Also
that
for me.
is. Yes.
Wow. I'm nervous with that and this. That's the wrong implement.
Right, scissors it is.
There's one over here. If you gotta get through that stuff.
I think one does stage fright. I know what that is. These are super, these things.
What?
These are absolutely fantastic.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yep.
Well, they got a bunch of them, whatever
Yep.
they are.
So look.
That's a hat.
Yep.
Plug it in?
No.
Okay.
These are really, really wonderful. So they're hats
Oh my word.
with spotlights on them, and they're great because they're hands free because they hang off your head. So not only do they keep your head hot, but they
I thought it was going to plug me in so I knew things.
well, you can wear it for reading at night time. You can turn
There
off
you go.
you can turn off your big shop lights.
Right.
I don't know who these came from, but thank you so very much because there's one.
Look in the bag. We didn't
three,
get the
four,
bag.
5, 6 of them. That means Carly and Mike, Janine, myself, Kate, Ava. That means you'll see us coming. In fact, you can run away from us now. I don't know who sent them, but they're fantastic. And
Wonderful.
I can
Okay.
also tell
How do
you
you know all those things ahead of time?
because we used these last year.
Did you?
And these little things actually pop out before you put it through the washing machine. But you know, if you put it through the washing machine and it's in, they still work. They're amazing.
I have one of those back home.
Yes. So they're fantastic. Thank you. Right. Amazon. It's got my name on it, but I don't think it's mine.
I prefer, well, when I can't see what I'm cutting into,
Yeah.
you know, I can't tell whether it's,
Well, every good surgeon takes care.
yes. First, do no harm.
Yes.
Isn't that what they say?
Yes.
Do they say that in
That's
Britain too?
so underrated.
Huh?
So underrated. Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I knew you'd be excited. You know what they are?
No!
They're grippers for moving mats.
Oh, for mats.
Uh-huh. Thank you
Okay,
very
'cause I don't move.
You find the name.
Yeah.
So these things here,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now,
because-
the mats are terrible.
because they
to move.
don't bend. And they're so, they flop back on you. So these are actually an absolute godsend.
Carol Nestor.
Thank you very much, Carol. So there's 2 of them, and you put them into the mat, clip it on, and then you've got handles for those bloomin'
They're
stall
terrible.
mats.
They're terrible.
So that's us. We're going to be cooking with gas. Watch us.
Okay, that's Carol Nestor. You're going to special.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yes.
those. And
Thank
put that
you.
with those.
Thank you so very much. I tell you what, simple pleasures, eh?
Wow.
Right.
Oh, that's not simple. No, I mean those
No.
things. That's not simple. That's a miserable job.
It is.
And you break your fingernails and things like that.
Yeah, and they are known to flop back and hit you in the face and the shins.
Well, that problem.
Yeah. Oh.
Here, you could have they're in there.
Thank you.
These are chains.
Yes,
we know
thank
that
you.
part. Let's put that
Thank
over
you,
here.
Stacey, again. Stacey Nestor. So chains, essentials, and these are super because you should smell those. You should open one up and smell it.
Minty mutton.
Mm-hmm.
Old Green Horse Treat.
Yep. So these are really fantastic. They're molasses treats.
Really?
Yeah. So they're really.
They must have peppermint in them
And then
too,
they've got a peppermint in the middle. And when you're trying to give something medication, they can't smell anything past the molasses and the peppermint. At which point, because the molasses part is actually quite pliable, so you can actually put it inside and they munch away quite happily.
Wow.
And you've got one over on something that's normally very difficult to medicate. Until you come to donkeys, but we'll not talk about donkeys because they're a bit tricky. Thank you, that's much appreciated. The other thing we do with, Janine and I do when we're going to auction, is with these, and there's another one that doesn't have the peppermint in, we take these down with us to auction because they're very high calorie and they seem to be animals that have never been given treats before, seem to just hone in on them.
Really?
So, yeah, because they're kind of like, the special sort of like sweet in the human world. Everybody, they all seem to like it. So you can get, horses that wouldn't be bothering with you. You can start bringing them towards you, etc. And I think it's the only time I ever carry treats.
Okay.
So they're wonderful.
Are you being good back there? Are you a good girl?
And they're actually really expensive because they're full of the good stuff. This is for Gordy's farm, but I think it's us.
Close enough. Close enough.
What, these ones?
Yeah. Stay up here. That won't hurt. At least that wouldn't hurt it anyway. There we go.
There we go.
She is shaking like a leaf.
I know, it's weird. Oh!
Okay.
Look at that.
Fire builders.
Excellent.
We need that for our...
So, ones that bend and ones that don't, which is super. So we can use those, we should put those down at the G tent. Not the G tent, at the T tent.
T tent.
Because these are the sorts of things that you're always missing. Thank you.
Nobody smokes.
No, but
I know that. Nobody carries a...
Yeah.
You always somebody, got a pack of cigarettes.
That's super.
Yeah. This is glittery.
It is.
Okay, because I don't know who that's from yet.
No, I'm hoping it'll say in here, obviously.
Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie.
Which Debbie? You want to try the bag again?
I shall. Hang on.
I am fairly new to your website.
Debbie Richard in Alexandria, Virginia.
Alexandria, Virginia.
Yes.
On one of the first ones I listened to, I heard you mention concern about not having matches. You're absolutely right. These should eliminate your need for matches for the most part. That's true. That's true. Isn't that funny? Because I told that veteran guy who came in with the wood and all prepared and everything, nobody had any matches. What are you doing here? It's okay. You're all right. It's all right.
So thank you so very much. These are super. Isn't that
it?
It is for today,
is it?
Yes.
Okay.
You did well.
You had no Elizabeth?
Got through that quite well. The mat movers.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying to Janine, we've actually got some more mats. I think they might be at Olaf's house. And
I heard that.
yeah, did you hear that as well? Okay, there's a nasty rumour going round. And I keep saying to Carly and Mike, now we're going to get these mats sorted. And every time we go, we get cold weather. And then, you know, you've got a level underneath. So we're getting there. But that's going to make life much easier. So I am going... Did you go out today?
No.
You hibernated instead?
I did. I enjoyed my heater.
Yes.
I sent Judy by herself. She was going to a place that's very quiet,
Right.
and they've got half COVID anyway.
Oh, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that. So I said, Judy went with, she went actually with the 2 dogs. Did fine.
Yeah. Yeah. They know what they're doing.
I know, but she didn't take this one with her.
Were you being wild? Where are you? What's up with you?
She's very upset about something.
Oh, don't, it's weird.
It's okay. It's okay.
She's like, are you sure? So we've had
You know what her problem is? One of her problems is that she hasn't got a no. Now you say no to him, he'll stop. Let's go do something else. You say no to her, she'll either continue,
Yes.
which is a bad thing, or her feelings will get hurt.
and she
You know?
sulks.
And she sulks.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, the lack of discipline is bad. We went into one of the places we went to the other day was for Indian people.
Yes.
Did you hear about that one?
And they weren't 100% sure about the dogs.
Correct. And you know what the first thing she did? Jump up on somebody's lap. And we, you know. Judy had to go rescue that one.
Wonder.
Because we had no way, she wouldn't come to me. Because she's not, when you go in a place like that, she's in, I'm going to sit on somebody's lap. Who's,
Yeah.
you know,
This is my job.
this is my job and I'll do it. Which is usually fine.
Yeah.
Because usually we say, is there anybody here afraid of dogs? And we're thinking, these dogs, then this shows up, you know?
Although, I tell you, I think in life, I'm always more concerned about small dogs
Oh,
than
yeah.
I am about big dogs. If I've ever had problems, it's normally the small dogs.
Well, they make smaller holes.
Yes.
You got a nippy big dog, and you got a bigger problem.
Yes,
That's
this is
for
true.
sure.
Yeah, we love stuff. So today we sorted out our hay issue.
Yes, we did.
We did,
Thankfully.
and we have hay coming from a couple of sources now, which is super.
We
Tomorrow.
always have.
Yes, tomorrow, not today. Tomorrow.
We needed hay today.
Yes. So we've blocked the shortage for today. Thank you very much, Carly, and we're good to go from tomorrow.
Yes.
Which is great. And going forward, it looks like we've organised ourselves into a system.
Well,
Which may
tomorrow, Dodge is coming.
Yes,
They have a closed truck,
yes,
so it doesn't matter if it's blizzards
exactly.
or raining or whatever. And they will also get it in the hayloft.
Yes, which we like very
We
much.
like that. Well, that's here.
Yes,
We don't like it in the hayloft over there because didn't he make a dance floor out of
yes.
the hayloft?
Yeah. In fact, we'd be in really
He
big
didn't
trouble.
want his hay in the dance floor.
In fact, we'd be in very big trouble if it ended up in the
Terrible.
hayloft.
So, yes, over there it's got to be stacked in a stall.
It's actually stacked in the horse washing stall.
Oh, really?
And since we're not of the notion of washing
Well, no.
horses, we just use it for hay, which is super because it's very accessible and works out quite nicely. It's yeah,
I remember he helped one day do it, didn't he?
yes. And you know the terrible thing is he's actually allergic to hay,
Oh, geez.
and but you know everybody over there just mucks in, helps, and you know. I mean, isn't keen on horses, but is wading through a river and a swamp to try and rescue a horse. So yeah, it's all hands on deck when needs must. And that's just how it works. And it works like that here too, which is lucky, lucky indeed. So
Are you okay?
we are
As
addressing.
long as you okay, the good girl.
You are all right. So we're all sorted, and Janine is storming ahead with barn building.
Yeah.
She's building her run in, and the other guys are building their production. So she's gone from expecting only to have one accommodation for horses to 2. which was unexpected, but gratefully received.
I'm not up to date on the planning, so.
No, the planning wasn't up to date either.
Right,
because they were doing.
Found that true.
Yes, they were doing their own thing. So that's very exciting, and Jiminy's doing just fine down there. Although we were just discussing this morning that he is getting tucked in under a blanket at night time. So we're going to have to manage his expectations.
I also hear that he just stands and glares at people he doesn't know.
Yes.
Which is fine.
Which is super, actually, because I think one of the things that's become very apparent is that when you have 10 acres on an equestrian setup down there, you don't see lights. No. And when it is difficult because you have teams of people who are coming in who you have no idea who the people are,
right.
And you're kind of vulnerable sitting out there. So it's actually very fortunate that he's there, because while he's very respectful of people, nobody would mess with him, I don't think, because he's
quick.
he stands by Janine and he supervises everything. He's the foreman, really.
Right.
And he's like,
well, the thing is, I think he'd be fine as long as she's not nervous.
No.
If she gets nervous,
yeah,
he's going to go into action.
Well, he's super. She said she knows all the people in Home Depot now.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah, because she's there every day. So they do coffee and then they do Home Depot. And she says he's wonderful. He's like a big social bunny in Home Depot, because I think they've all got dog biscuits in their aprons, haven't they? So she says he's in there and he's like, morning, and morning again. She says he's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just there's a whole load of men that keep changing on the farm. So I think he's just assessing the situation, and I think that's definitely a behaviour trait that you would appreciate.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
And the way that this one over here takes a wander off and goes to see what's going on in the neighbouring property, he sticks with her. So that's worked out nicely. But they're aiming to be up for Christmas, depending on traffic, weather, and anything else that gets thrown our way. Oh my goodness.
When is it going to rain next? It's something like next Monday, too.
Yes. It's
Isn't that
after Christmas. It's after Christmas.
When is Christmas?
Monday, I think.
Okay, that'll do that then.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, are they having a new litter? I know nothing about that, obviously.
What?
Apparently they're having a new litter.
A new litter?
Yes, I presume that's service dog. Which is really not the most sensible thing. None of our business, but not the most sensible thing, I wouldn't have said, but hey.
Well, it could be Megan too.
No, I think it sounds like it's that little organisation down the hill.
Oh.
That will be fun.
It could have been a fun money raiser.
Well, I suppose there is that aspect to it. Anyway, maybe they've got another property to go and raise their new litter on in peace and quiet. That would be great. I actually asked Janine if she had any concerns about Wanda, and she said, she's 16 years old, she's used to getting her own way, she's a very independent young lady, and she's not overly concerned because she has done something similar with Janine before. But when I came in here, she's sitting quite happily, none of that behaviour. In fact, she's calmed down a bit now.
She has now.
Yeah.
She stopped shaking.
Yeah.
She's a good girl.
Yeah,
It's a good girl. It's very good.
Yeah, I think she's fine. Yeah, well, you see, the reason the camera picture has to be reversed is because when I have to see the camera, the actual screen of the phone here, because otherwise I don't know where it's pointed. We inadvertently knock it over, and then I have to reposition it, and it's all beyond me. Totally.
There's a lot of going on.
Yeah, and neither of us have really got the technological whiz skills to sort it out. So you're dealing with the B team, and I'm afraid you're just going to have to put up with us at the moment. Yes. I don't know. I haven't actually tried the cheese curds yet. No, but you said they were very good.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that's traditional to Wisconsin?
Wisconsin is cheese.
It is. That's where my family live.
Cheesy family.
Yeah, I know. They used to bring us blocks of cheese and cheese hats for the Super Bowl.
Yes, right.
Cheese heads.
This morning, my daily doggy was about that thing where you could take it into the hills and boil 1 cup of water for your tea.
A Sierra cup.
No, Sierra cup we know about. That's no. But this was and I knew it began with a G, and I looked it up and tried and find it. Right now they're calling it a Kelly.
It's not a gilly.
A gilly.
A
Is
gilly.
what I was after.
A gilly stove.
A gilly stove.
Yeah. That's a Scottish thing.
It is. Somebody filled it in. I'm going to tell everybody tomorrow morning. But the design of that thing is really chaotic.
It works.
You have a thermostat with a hole in the middle.
Yeah, and?
Because the flame comes up through that hole, which makes a chimney.
And concentrates it.
Well, it concentrates it, but it also draws it.
Yeah.
It's really a beautifully designed thing.
That'll be a Scottish invention. Don't be silly. Of course it is.
But I couldn't get the word gilly.
Yeah, G-H-I.
Yeah, I had the H I didn't get. I had G-U, and I kept getting girly.
Well, you've got to be careful with that.
I had a lot of strange things on that one.
Yes, I can only imagine. Yes. Because the gillies were the people who accompanied the horses out in the moors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for hunting. Yeah.
Huh.
And I suppose there was a gamekeeping background.
Huh.
Yep. Yeah.
A gilly pot.
Yes.
I had one up at the house where I sat for mail call. There was that thing underneath that was at least one, maybe 2 of them.
Oh. I'll be building 25 then.
I don't know where they went.
Unless somebody didn't deem it important.
Well, they were in bags. Canvas bag sort of thing.
Oh, I don't think I've seen anything like that.
Yeah. But the Sierra pot, that's I think the Sierra cup that I had like 50 years ago going down the Colorado River.
Well, they're very useful because they've got
I
the
know.
hanging hook.
Now I see that, but I didn't know that, so I was protecting my one,
Right.
my one Sierra cup.
But you know what the thing is?
I've ordered 2 now. Do you realize one comes with a strainer?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes,
isn't
it is. You strain the stuff out of your coffee.
Yeah, before you drink it.
Yeah.
Dead sheep in the strainer.
Yeah.
That's what we were always told. If you're ever drinking out of a stream, get as close to the source as possible because you don't know if just a few miles up there's a dead sheep lying in it. I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, that's always a consideration I take in.
Drink upstream
Drink
from
upstream,
the herd.
yeah. No nonsense. Yeah. No. Yeah, it could be that when mail call starts, she's feeling a bit left out of things, because she honestly is perfectly calm the rest of the time.
Yeah.
And back to normal. It's a funny thing. Is it a funny thing?
Why did that cough? She's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's performance anxiety. Yeah.
You're shaking again? Why are you shaking?
So, the consideration of a house camera, yes and no. We decided that the best use for the camera was really out on the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's proven itself. And the barn, obviously, because we like to know who's got stuck where.
If people want to watch the dog sleep,
Yeah.
Or
you sleep.
No. Camera does not include me.
Well, unfortunately, the dogs all sleep beside you. So
well, I can adjust the camera so it's just the dog.
So I think, yes, we've got plans for more cameras, but at this precise moment in time, I think what we're hoping to do is
get everything we have running.
Yes, and moving, and
we have a lot of stuff that we're going to do this. We're going to let's get it done before we get going on something else again.
Ahead of ourselves. So we've got a lot on our plate at the moment.
That's correct.
And yeah,
That is correct.
I don't think Gwen's not coming up for Christmas, is she?
No, she's talking about coming during this January problem.
Oh, that's good.
Anybody want to come for January here? Because Judy's not going to be here. So
But she said there's somebody potentially you're going to see if would potentially work out. Is that correct?
yeah, but I've seen how many people now, and they come in, they take one look, and they think, holy shit, and they go away.
Well, that's just.
We've interviewed, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 people.
Have you?
It's a different deal. This
Yeah.
is not. You're not looking after a little old lady who's going to sit and knit.
No, you're.
They have to hand me the wrench to make a wheelbarrow. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. You have to be able to think on your feet. So Gwen's got a lot of dogs herself, and a husband as well. And so she'll be busy there. But if she's coming up for January, that's absolutely fantastic, because I think it is going to be all hands on deck.
Could be. Judy's very critical.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you something else we discovered today is this vacuum cleaner that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Fills up in half a rug
Yeah.
and plugs itself up to the point that you would not believe it. And the one instrument I have, which I think is from doing D&Cs,
Oh.
is a long nose pliers. They're about that long with grabby at the end. You've seen those? I'm sure
Yes.
you have.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we had
To empty it.
to empty this thing. So that sign we need for that vacuum cleaner is to empty that thing before it gets anywhere near full.
Yeah. Well, it just needs to start behaving, because this is a house full of dog hair.
It is. Well, no, well, not just dog hair.
Well,
There's
yeah.
a whole bunch of crap in the thing.
Well, yes.
Like there's a piece of sweet potato.
How old is that?
This morning
This morning
I
you
peeled
were,
the sweet
you were
potato.
peeling this morning. Okay, well that's fine. The RV is actually pulled by a truck, so we're not particularly worried about it not being able to move. The RV that's across the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just sitting there because we like to have it as backup and overflow.
Right?
And we're trying to keep it out the way. And we're thinking that if we slide down that hill at the side of the house, something will stop us before we go over the wee wall.
Right. I tell you what, though, I wish you'd get clearance there so I can get through there with my...
Nick's actually in the process of clearing all under that deck and everything.
Not under. I need to be able to go through on my golf cart.
Yeah.
Because I've got to get up to that. I've got to get into the Deagle house and see what's missing,
Yeah.
or if anything is.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
And I can't walk up the hill, so...
We tried jogging. It's the
I'd get up there, but I'd
it's
be
the
so
coming. It's the coming down I'd worry about.
Well, no, I'd be out of breath when I got there. I have to sit there for 20 minutes to get my breath back again. You know?
Yeah.
I took a shower today. It took me 10 minutes to recover. I took a quick shower. Jesus.
So yes, Linda, all of the wheelbarrows have been expertly assembled by CARLENE.
That's
And
true.
Nick is just about to bring over the great big enormous box for the four-wheeled wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that.
Yes, because it's super heavy.
Before I lose the wrenches that I just bought
Yes.
to put them together.
Well, let's hope that they take the same size wrenches.
I bet it does.
Better.
Yeah, that whole nut and bolt thing was very well done.
You know your toolboxes are over on the front porch. You're stacking toolboxes.
Really?
Yeah.
The red ones?
Uh-huh.
They were supposed to get down to 25.
No, they're
They didn't. They never made it, huh?
No. And you know what? You know, the longer you look at something, the more it just
It blends.
blends in, and you forget it's there. And then I thought, you've got every tool under the sun. Where
I
on
do.
earth
I
are
have
they?
a lot in there. A funny thing that I've got in there is grommets.
Mm-hmm.
What a waste of time they are. I mean, they look good.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing around here that works is a golf ball and hay
yeah.
string.
I know.
And anything else is ridiculous.
And you know, it's funny because
And they will hold.
well, but the funny thing is, when you think about it, that Donkey Cafe is down in a dip, but it still catches the wind.
Oh, yeah.
doesn't it? I mean, it's
It
not
comes
like
down over the hill.
yeah, and
That's why the ICU building is, those back doors, the wind comes in there. They're
Yeah.
not warm.
no, yeah, because that tarp that was on it has died a death again.
Well, yeah.
I think that does it every year, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, if you don't notice that it's beginning to collect
yeah,
and stick a knife in it,
we've have stabbed it several times.
well, I know, but we didn't keep up with it.
Yeah. So
Happens with every tarp on the plate. Happened to one on the pond.
oh, it's not doing too badly at the moment.
No, because somebody stabbed a hole in it.
Yeah.
The minute it starts, it just accumulates because it's the low spot.
Yeah. So we'll have to have a think about that going forward. We were considering maybe popping a more permanent roof on it. Do you think that would stay?
Oh, well, it'll help because it would not sag.
No.
It's the sagging that's bad.
Yeah.
The problem with that is I don't believe those are a standard length. And your roofing stuff, that plastic roofing stuff, comes in 8 and 12.
So we're going to be short.
Yeah.
So you'll have to join it somehow.
Well, yeah.
And then you've got space for
and
things.
then you've got wind blowing and things.
Yeah.
The tarps may be the cheapest solution.
Mhm.
Just keep tying them on with golf balls.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to go wall to wall.
No, it's just to cover a small area.
Yeah, cover the hay part.
Yeah.
We're not sitting out there in this weather.
No.
No, so I
Neither
mean,
are the donkeys.
It's nice. We want the shade in the summertime, so we'll put a new tarp up by the time we get there.
And I think we've got one at the back of the.
I buy them by the carton.
Yeah, we've got one at the back. I think.
Well, put it up with golf balls, and we won't lose it.
Yeah. Well, we've got golf balls as well. Strangely
Golf
enough.
balls are down there, and hay string. That's all you need.
We've got a touch of hay string. We're doing quite nicely in the hay string department.
How are we doing? How are we doing, Wanda?
And she's calmed down now.
Are you a good girl now?
Maybe she just feels more part of the conversation. She's crazy. So this weekend, what we're doing is Nick's cleaning up over that driveway.
What's this?
Nick's cleaning up over that driveway, and I think we're going to we're having a little think about the tree down in the pond.
It'll wait.
I think it will wait, to be
It's
honest.
not going to move on its own.
And we're not using that. The Deagle run that it took down, it was the one that's been repaired several times.
Yeah.
And, it's neither here nor there, to be honest, because there's nothing in it right now.
Yeah.
And it's only us that's going round about the pond, and there's nothing unsupervised.
Well, the Deagle, that run to the Deagle, you can shut that off. There's a gate.
Yeah, it is shut off because I closed it when I put the goats in.
Yeah.
Because, quite frankly, as you know and I know, the goats would have been making for the hills. Which might not be a bad thing. Until we get them returned to us, little stinkers. So, yeah, we're just getting ourselves organised because obviously all the feed stores close over Christmas.
Yep.
Which is very
It
inconvenient.
suddenly occurred to me that I've got to get some food in here.
You're getting food in here. You've got a massive delivery of food coming on Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh, I'm all set.
You're.
I'm set. Oh, good.
Yeah, you're fine for
Because
food.
I thought Janine's going to arrive and go to the icebox, and there's nothing in there.
No.
right now.
Janine is fully versed in what's coming.
I'm sure.
That might actually be the only reason she's struggling to get back. She'll be like, oh ho ho. So no, you're actually very well accommodated for food,
Oh, that's beautiful.
and we'll all be a-okay for that. And that itself is great, I think.
Well, you better hurry because we're going to run out of power here
I know.
pretty soon.
You've got 12 little bits left. We're going to have to.
So I don't
I
have
don't
a
know what we're
phone.
going to do. Yeah, this is problematic. So I'm going to switch your phone off just now and conserve what little you've got left, and we'll have to have a think about that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
And I bet you it is the water. We should leave that open, so at least it's got air circulation.
It will dry out eventually?
Well, so this one here, I dropped it in a water bowl, a dog water bowl. Did you drop yours in a dog water bowl?
What?
Did you drop yours in a dog water bowl?
in the
Yeah,
bucket.
I did that to that one as well about a couple of weeks ago. And when I went in to charge it, it said, you've got water in your port. I'm not charging. I was like, I don't think so. So I kind of left it and wafted it about for a bit, and then it decided that it would accept a charge. So if we can make sure that that doesn't close over on it.
Why don't I put it over where the wind will blow on it?
I was just thinking we could even melt it on top of the...
That doesn't get warm on top.
Oh, right. Well, let me put it on the old stove. And
It's about where that Clorox thing is. It's where
yeah, we can do that.
where it blows.
Yeah, we just need to make sure it stays open.
And we peel all that off. Should we peel it off again?
Yeah, peel it off just because then.
Oh, shucks, I thought you would do it.
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it, says she. I'll do it. Yeah, there, it's open now. You don't lose that bit, because I'll get into trouble for losing it. We'll pop that over there.
There's more that comes off.
Yeah, but as long as that bit there is open, that's fine.
Okay, that's the problem one.
Yeah, that's the problem one, so we'll be fine. So, hey, we might be back in action by Monday, or we might not.
Yeah, right. But I'm not thrilled with being over here all by myself with no phone.
You've got 12% at the moment. So
And how do you shut it on and off?
it just switches itself off. So it's fine. It's,
Right there?
Yeah. It's gone back to sleep. So we'll get that organised and we'll leave
And how do you
it there.
turn it on again?
And touch the screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very sensitive. So you've got 12%, so don't be faffing with it. I'll put it over there and let's get Carly to check it when she comes in at 9.
What's it going to check?
See if it will charge.
And what's it going to do if it doesn't?
We'll panic about that at 9.
No.
That's got stack.
I do have this funny thing.
I know you've got that. Do you want? So what I can do is
Do I
can.
have that funny thing?
Oh, you better have that funny.
No,
Did you take
I
it?
took a shower.
Oh, for God's sake!
No,
We'll get that funny
Well,
thing.
why don't we get the funny thing on me?
Yeah, and what we'll do is if it's not working at 9, I'll charge my phone at home and I'll bring it over and leave it in the house, and it just works the same way as yours. Yeah, and then if it's the same thing, we might have to go to Verizon and see what we can do for it. I tell you, phones. You see when you used to pick it up and dial? That was dead easy.
I miss the landline, you know?
Yeah. I haven't had a landline in about 10 years now. Well, we had one in the previous house because we needed it because it's on because Boxford you have to be connected to the fire alarm company. You know, that funny setup. So you needed to have a landline. So we discovered the landline was at the very back of the basement and hidden behind all this stuff. So it had an answering machine on it. So I think it used to answer all these calls that came in, but we never ever picked the phone up because it kind of lived in the back of the basement with the mice. And I was like, well, if anybody's calling us for stuff, but we've always used mobile phones. Yeah. You know, it's just the way it's all worked out. So I'll check it's not charging just now, just before I leave. And at 9 o'clock, I'll swap my phone over and then I'll go and charge it now because I've not got very much power either. And we'll get that sorted. But we'll get your life alert back on.
I do, yeah. My life alert's working.
It better be.
I just need to have the string around my neck.
Do we need to test it?
It's hanging on the shower.
Yeah, I'll go grab that. So that's us. So we'll be back on Monday, unless we have an emergency in the interim, and we'll take it from there. Goodbye.
Bye.